Hi, everybody. I'm back. I just finished doing a react to Neo Tarot's newest reading on Salah. I'll be posting that tomorrow since Neo Tarot just posted her reading. So look for the Neo Tarot react tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, I wanted to go and see what's going on with Foodie because she did a live stream and it was called Iftar. I wanted to see exactly what was being said. And I have a question for Foodie Beauty, for Chantal. How long? How long is this whole thing going to go on? How long are you going to pretend that Salah is still talking to you? How long exactly are you going to go on pretending that you two are still a possibility? I think it's time for you to let go. It's time to let go of him. It's time to release him because he wants nothing more to do with you, but yet you're insisting on being connected to him. If all you can do is talk about him, mention his name, show his pictures, show old video clips, you are still trying to maintain some sort of connection with Salah, and he doesn't want it with you. I think he's made that very clear, but you are obsessed with the idea of Salah, even though Spirit is telling you to let go. But for now, you are continuing on with your obsession. And so I'm just wondering exactly how long is this fallacy going to be continued? How long can you keep it going? How long can you keep feeding it energy and thought? Are you doing it because you don't want to focus on yourself? I'm full of questions tonight. So I wanted to go over Chantal's live stream. And also we've got some Twitter peeps to go over. Not a whole lot, but there's stuff there. So how about we just dive into it? It's time for the Twitter peeps. So let's get into it. Let's get into the Twitter peeps. I'm all set and ready to go. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to go over. And that usually happens when Chantal's live streams are a bit boring. You know, the more interesting they are, the more peeps there are about what happened during the live stream. But not a lot of stuff happened, but there is some stuff. So for those of you that are on Twitter, that you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you not on Twitter, that's why I do the peeps. So you guys can see what Girl World is saying and what the opinions are. And you guys can keep up with all the Girl World stuff. All right. So first tweet is from Enigma 2025 saying you cried because you don't want to lose weight, but you're not crying because your husband's life is truly in danger. But while it's hard to not feel bad because of the situation, it's also hard because he is helping blank. She helped blank. Queen Jellybean says, sounds like Salah is setting up to fake his own death, bees, which in all honesty could be the only way he could get rid of the 400-pound human blank bump that won't go away. Then he can pretend to be a family member and ask her to pay for a fake burial and gravestone. Oh my. So let's watch the clip.
Things are getting dangerous. The last thing he said to me was, things are getting dangerous, and I just want you to know that if anything happens to me, I love you so much, and I'm sorry if I ever hurt you in any way during our relationship. And like, yeah. So, but Syria is not involved right now, but if the Middle East goes in,
you know, Chantal, if you really cared about Salah, I mean, really cared, you would be in your feelings right now more than what you are. I mean, if I were involved with someone or had been involved with someone, knowing that they are in a very conflicted country, that there is conflict going on, there is real danger, I would be very upset. I would be beside myself. You're not beside yourself. For all the love that you claim to have for Salah, for your deep connection, why aren't you more upset? Why aren't you crying? Why aren't you worried? You're not worried. You're cool as a cucumber sitting on that couch. What person who is a wife to a husband would have this kind of non-reaction? I can't think of anybody. Why aren't you honestly worried about Salah the way you should be? Miss Blue says, so Foodie Beauty said on live that what she liked Salah in Syria was to get her crispy chicken and her nightly snack of chips, ice cream, a block of cheese, and shisha. But that's her idea of romance. Food is her love language. So of all the things you can miss about your husband, of all the things that you treasured, it was him getting you food. So you like the idea of him being a servant, right? Because that's what it sounds like. You like the idea of him being right there, and if you had a urge to eat, he was there to help you satisfy it. So you basically wanted Salah around to help you satisfy your addictions. Got it. Yeah, that's your love language is food. Miss Morris reads, hashtag Foodie Beauty, and Mo translates, says Chantal was talking about the poop in the freezer story. Then someone asked if she had washed the skid mark sheets, and she said no. Credit Chantal Gucci channel. Let's watch.
Bet you left it in the freezer. No, I didn't really. I cleaned everything out and I put it. My skid mark sheets. No, I gotta go put them in the wash right now.
That's disgusting. And you know what? I've got doubts. We don't know if this actually happened. Rule number 1, Chantal lies. But then rule number 2, she tells on herself. Before rule 2, there's rule 1. She could just be saying this for shock value. She likes to gross people out. She also might be telling the story for all the fetish people in her audience that are into poo. You know, when you look at Chantal, you got to think about these things. I hate the fact that we got to think about these things, but we do. So are you telling a real story? Are you making up a story for fetish people in your audience? I don't know. But if it's in any way real that you messed on your bed sheets and they're still on there and you haven't cleaned them off, that's just nasty. That is so nasty.
Take that to the grave with you. Why? Makes interesting story.
Yep. Okay. There was, again, rule 2, she tells on herself. She just told on herself. This makes for an interesting story. So what's the story? You made it up. Got it. Thanks for telling on yourself.
I have nothing else to talk about.
Yep. So it's a made up story. She's got to find some way to make her content interesting. So let's tell some fake, phony, gross, nasty stories. Well done, Chantal. You're a big old liar. Raised Dactylion says Chantal says she won't brush her teeth, like it's hurting everyone but her. She's so defiant. Say La Vie says, okay, I'm grossed out enough. She talks about not brushing her teeth, hasn't gone to the dentist in 10 to 15 years, won't get a mammogram, doesn't like kissing smokers, yet Salah is a heavy smoker. That makes sense. All right, let's watch the clips. Oh.
Don't resist, it's futile. Blue. Make bag. I do brush my teeth, guys. I just sometimes, like, not all the time. Like,
Ew.
like, sometimes I just don't. Today's one of those days. If I do brush, it's once a day. There's no way I'm doing twice. Don't resist, it's futile. Blue. 2 minutes too long. We are all lazy, but please brush your teeth. Don't resist.
And Chantal, what is going on? You're in your house. It's not too terribly hot. Why is your face so red? I mean, your blood pressure must be through the roof. Your face is bright cherry red. What is going on with that?
It's futile. Blue. Make bag. I do brush my teeth, guys. I just sometimes, like, not all the time. Like, like, sometimes I just don't. Today's one of those days.
Yeah, well, keep on with that.
No, Prunella, I don't. I wouldn't know if I have cavities because I haven't been to a dentist in 15 years. Or maybe 10 years. Hello, Trixie. You gotta start white.
You would think someone who loves to eat food so much would care about their dental hygiene because, teeth are important for eating, but not Chantal. One day she's going to take a bite of something and a tooth is going to come out with it.
I just have to use a whole bottle of the bidet. I need a pressure hose. I have one ginormous cavity. It's between my thighs. Oh my God, strawberries. You're going to be gumming those Philly cheesesteaks. I'm going to blend them. Can you eat Philly cheesesteak with dentures? I hate kissing smokers.
Okay, enough with that. Let's go on, shall we? Kelly says, wow, Foodie Beauty's massive. Looks like she's had bee moments all night. Well, her body is telling on her. Definitely telling on her. She's looking quite swollen these days. Very swollen. It's always a tell that she's been eating too much when she puffs out like that. Lots of sodium, too much. All right, something positive from cats with powerful impressions. A black fur ball of love is all you need. So look at the little toe beans. And that right there, when you see a cat laying like that, they feel very secure, very comfortable in their environment because an animal only sleeps on its back with its belly exposed when they feel safe. So if you ever see your dog or your cat sleep with its belly exposed, that means they're very comfortable and they're very secure in their surroundings. And clearly this kitty is very comfortable, very loved, doesn't feel in any way like it's in danger. Oh, look at the toe beans. I love the toe beans. Enigma 2025 says, it's not believable because that's the thing she said to him. If something ever happens to her, they did it. She used the exact same words except for they did it. It's another story she's making up, trying to exploit the conflict in the Middle East. Yeah, we just saw that clip and it kind of did sound like that, didn't it? I don't think she's really talking to him. I don't think he's talking to her, but she's trying to act as if they are talking. I don't think they've talked in the longest. We all pretty much know that there's a fake Salah in chat. Somebody's taking over that account. So how would she know this information if they aren't talking? She's just acting as if they're still in communication. And she's reading a text from him saying, if something happens to me, I love you. But yet she's looking down at her phone. How do we know that there's a text there? She's not holding up for the camera. So these are just things to consider. 500 Kids and No Money says Foodie Beauty has live streamed from the exact same dent in her couch for 3 straight days. Same angle, same cushion, same nothing burger content. At this point, the throw pillows have more character development than the stream. How are y'all clocking in for Couch Cam season 47? Well, we're still here. I'm avoiding a lot of her boring nonsense, but we're still here. We're still here. The Tone Knob says the last couple zero effort nonsense streams from Foodie Beauty have been almost unwatchable. She just rambles on, not finishing sentences and blurting out random names. And when she does say something, it's food related or thoughtless secondhand garbage. It's lame AF. Agreed. Agreed. She gave us some interesting content for a minute with her raging, but I guess that's over. That's all we got. C'est la vie says, Foodie Beauty, I swear I could do something to this person. Keep hating the USA. We don't want you here. Let's watch.
I wouldn't want to live anywhere else right now.
Because you can't live anywhere else, ma'am. Where are you going to go? You can't live anywhere else. You can't go back to the Middle East and try to live there. You have nowhere else to go.
Although Canada's siding with the US on the war, so I don't know. Hopefully we don't get bombed. Like,
Shut your mouth, Chantal. Shut up. She's got so much to say about the United States. Yet for over 10 years, she relied on a company that was situated in the United States for a lot of her income, YouTube. All this trash talk about the United States, the Western world, and yet until she got demonetized by YouTube, by the Google AdSense, she was all about that life of being on YouTube until they threw the ban hammer at her toxic addiction content. Okay, what else is here? Anything else? Fondue Spiteful Beach says Foodie Beauty's evidence that the water tank was obliterated. So, where's the proof? I really can't tell what's going on there. The picture is kind of blurry, but that was her proof that Salah is still talking to her and sending her stuff. Although that picture could have been taken at any time. It could have been taken right when she got there. Didn't they have to build up the water tanks before? That picture could have come from any time period. Anyway, so that's it for the Twitter peeps. Let's move on to live stream. I am starting it, let's see, 23 minutes in because you're welcome. She was eating before. I'm avoiding that part, but she starts talking about Salah. So let's see what happens.
that? Nah, why would anyone want to like be like that or joke about it? It's awful. I don't know. Strawberries. Hey, Gab. I'm just worried right now, and I just like hard to focus on anything. Yeah, Kelly.
And before anybody says anything to me, before anybody says she looks high, yeah, she does. She looks very high. And she just said it's so hard to focus on anything. Yet she always manages to focus on the eating. Her eating is not affected. Weird, huh?
Osborne. Yeah.
Now, I would think that if you have a husband thousands of miles from you, he's in the middle of a war zone, there's conflict all over the place, there's a possibility of him getting hurt, that you would be beside yourself and you wouldn't be able to eat, but you're eating just fine.
Her face is very thin and gaunt. She looks the same age as her mother. Yeah, Saturn, I did. Yeah, Blair. Well, he does when he's awake, but sliced cheese. Yeah, Breezeth, I think so. Yeah, that's bullshit. Plain cheeseburgers. Yeah.
And I got some bad news for Girl World. Unless Chantal surprises me, because there's always a possibility she could surprise me and shock me. You heard what she said in another live stream. She said, well, now that the trip is off, the pressure is off, that means no going down to the gym and working out in the gym and getting on the treadmill. She doesn't like the idea of leaving the house because there's no possibility of the trip happening. We're going to see more of this. She's going to be sitting in the house, eating more food, gaining more weight, being more boring. Just a heads up. This is what is. Unless something happens out of the blue that is unexpected. This is what she's going to do. She's in her apartment. She can do whatever she wants. She can go where she likes. She can make interesting content, but interesting content is not what Chantal does these days.
If he like doesn't even make any logical sense. If he had another wife, why would he talk to me all day long or on video?
Ma'am, how is he able to do that? He's over in Syria. Before the conflict, Ramadan was happening. I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing. But before the conflict, there was Ramadan. He was spending time with family and friends. Again, I don't know his activities presently. But he wasn't talking to you all day and all night. And I know this for fact because you would stream all day, all night. Your average stream time is about 6 to 7 hours every day. So how could he possibly talk to you all day and all night while you're streaming? I mean, before you lie, you should check your lies and see if what you're saying makes sense, because it's not making sense. He can't talk to you all day and all night. You know what I think? I think that you'd stream all day and all night, and you would be up till wee hours of the morning on purpose, trying to get in touch with him right when he woke up. Or maybe you might be up all night checking his socials or the socials of his family members or anybody tagging his name or tagging Ramadan to see if you can catch sight of him to know what he's up to. You're being obsessive and clingy and stalking because that is what you do.
Like, wouldn't his other wife not like that? And also, why would he be planning like a future with me? That's so weird.
He's not planning a future with you. He's not. I think the last time you were in Syria, they had you sign some sort of legal document, if that was even a thing. And that was supposed to be that. If he was planning a future with you, why would he have you sign a legal document or something? Whatever this thing was, it made you very upset. Now, if he was planning a future with you, why would you sign a document that, whatever it was, it made you upset? From what you said, it sounded very final, like a final goodbye of some sort. Whatever partnership, whatever contract, whatever agreement, it was over, and that's why you were upset. If you're planning a future with you, what was this document all about, and why did it make you upset? Why? I mean, I'm just checking the facts here.
Yeah. People are odd. No,
Yeah, and even someone in Kiwi Kitten's chat, by the way, sorry, I'm reacting to Orange Cat, Kiwi Kitten, the stream that she did earlier, and I'm going to leave a link for the stream down below in the description. So thank you for capturing it, Orange Cat. I was busy doing a live stream myself. But even someone in Kiwi Kitten's chat, Picogram, says you stream for 6 to 8 hours some days, right? So if you're streaming for 6 to 8 hours, how can you be talking to him all day and night? That it doesn't make sense. You can't do two things at the same time.
I do mind. He can have if he wanted to start a family, I've told him millions of times. If you want to divorce me, go ahead. He said he doesn't want to because he still loves me. There's literally no other reason because I don't ever give him money ever.
Lies. You might still be trying to send him money. And you kind of told on yourself a while ago that this whole Malaysia trip, that was your idea and you were paying for it. And you told on yourself by saying, well, what if I am paying for it? You only say that if you are paying for it. If somebody else is paying for it, those words don't come out of your mouth. You don't say, well, what if I am paying for it if you aren't throwing the money down on the table? You made a dirty offer. You were desperate for attention. You're desperate to be near him because you are obsessed with that man. You threw the dirty offer down of, let's go to Malaysia together. I'll pay for everything. You want to get him alone, away from family and friends. You don't want him to be around his family and friends. You want to get him alone, possibly coerce him into some kind of intimate romantic contact, which, by the way, that's gross, to pressure someone to touch you in some way. And then maybe while you were there, try to persuade him strongly to take you back to Syria with him because you don't want to be in Canada anymore. You got a lot of problems in Canada and you're trying to run away from them, and everything just totally backfired because you're stuck in Canada where you don't want to be.
He's given me money. The second wife wouldn't mind. Maybe she wouldn't, but it doesn't make sense. Like, nah, he wouldn't. No. He never mention coming to Canada, so nope. And why would he want to come to Canada? Like, it doesn't make sense. People just like to think negative. And you know what? Even if that happened, I've told him, if you don't want a future with me, that's fine. Just tell me. I don't like, And guess what? How many other men in the world?
Why does he have to tell you that he doesn't want a future with you? Actually, he kind of did tell you. He kind of drew the line in the sand. He established boundaries, saying that you were his business partner. By saying that he wanted you as his business partner, he said, I just want to do business with you, but I do not want a relationship with you. I'm not in love with you. I will never be in love with you. I don't want to be married to you. There's no emotional bond here. It's strictly business, but it is not personal. See, here's the thing. You're waiting for him to make the move. You're waiting for him to say it's over. You're waiting for him to throw something at you just so you can say, look how mean he is to me. Look at all that I've done for him, and I love him so much. You are desperate to play the victim. For you to play the victim, he's got to make the first move. He's got to go against you. You want to play that victim role so bad, but you can't do it unless he makes a move first. And for his part, Salah, he does the avoidance thing. He just wants you to leave him alone. He's not talking to you, Chantal. As much as you want to talk to him, he doesn't want to talk to you. He wants you to let go. He wants to just live his life. He wants you to stop putting his name in your mouth and stop talking like the two of you are a thing, but you're so obsessed and you're so unhinged, you won't let that man go, even in memory. He doesn't want to go against you. He doesn't want ugly confrontation. He doesn't want to make things ugly. He wants things to be peaceful, and he wants you to let go, but you won't let go. And you're taking advantage of the fact that it's only your narrative on the table. So you can say anything you want about him. If he said something, that would change the narrative, but that would also give you the opportunity to play the victim. I was wronged. I loved him so much. Now my heart is broken. He's being mean. So either way, it works out for you, doesn't it? If he says nothing, that works to your advantage. If he says something, you'll also turn that to your advantage. But I'll tell you what it won't do. It won't make a relationship happen, and it won't make him love you, and it won't bring him to you. So you might as well let go. You're wasting your time.
Are there? Many. So for me, I don't care. Your dream place is to live in Canada. Well, Kaliki, I don't tell you my plans. Like, I'm not gonna sit here. Yeah, we're more than okay, Yesenia. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you all what we talk about, what we plan. It's none of your business. I give my husband money, he gives me money. I know, right? Like, people are acting like they don't share money, but honestly, we don't. So, yeah. Yeah, we're okay. It's just, uh, I have a private life, exactly. I use his money, right? Like, I don't know. Uh, no one knows the plans we've made, what we've done. I don't know, Kelly. I don't talk about that. They've never been right about anything, exactly, Nina. Again, claiming that he's breadcrumbing me would mean that you would have to know exactly everything that we talk about. You don't. Yeah. Yeah, I protect my peace.
Maybe he's not breadcrumbing you. Maybe he's not stringing you along. Maybe you aren't sending him money. There could be another possibility that he's not talking to you at all and you're breadcrumbing yourself. You're living in Delulu land on Delulu Island and you're breadcrumbing yourself because you still want to believe that he's in your life. Because if you came forward and you told the truth that he's not talking to you, he's ghosting you, what would you talk about? Honestly, what would you talk about? If you came to the audience and said, Salah and I are done, we've been done for a minute, he's not talking to me, who could you bring up to bring into the conversation as the male figure to say, this male figure cares about me? There's nobody else around. You always need a man around for validation.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to be sad and depressed if, like, to worry about him. You know, obviously, I have love for him. I love him and everything. And Julia, too, you know? I just want you happy. Well, then people have to let me choose what happiness is for myself. I am happy. I'm not unhappy. You know? I think, I know, breaking my mind. Love is deeper than flesh. Yeah. No, I don't think Kelly's on Ozempic. Is she? I'll treat him how I want to treat him, Saturn. It's not your business. A lot of people are worried for their loved ones. Exactly. People just need to stop trying to tell me how to live or what to think or how to, you know? It's crazy. Hello, Biza. How is you?
You know, for all intents and purposes, Chantal, she's a single woman. But for some reason, Chantal has this view of being single as if you're single and there's no man around, that means as a woman, you are completely worthless. Like you have no value. For her, to be a woman and to have value, you have to be with a man. And that's why I feel she still continues to talk about Salah, because without a man around, without someone to talk about or a love life, uh, maybe that makes her feel like she's worthless. She's got to have a man somewhere because a man in the picture means somebody cares about her. And I got something to say. I don't know exactly who is running the Salah account. Everybody's suspecting that it is Teardrop because everybody's noticed that when Salah is there, Teardrop goes missing. And then when Teardrop appears, Salah goes missing. So it might be Teardrop. I don't know exactly who is doing it, but I'd like to make some comments about it. Whoever is doing it, whoever is pretending to be Salah, if the reason for pretending to be him is because it makes Chantal happy, or she's asking someone to do it, maybe she's paying someone to do it, they're getting monetary compensation, or if they're doing it just to be nice because it makes her, more cheered up. I would like to say whoever is pretending to be Salah, you might be thinking that you're doing Chantal a kindness by doing it because it makes her happy. But she is mentally ill. And I hope they realize that by pretending to be him, you're not pulling her out of that dark hole, you're leading her deeper in. You're feeding into her delusions. And there's a price to pay for leading a delusional person deeper down a delusional hole. You think you're doing them a kindness when you're actually doing them harm. So whoever's doing it, they really need to stop. They need to stop agreeing to it, because you shouldn't feed somebody's fantasies of delusion and desperation. It's a bad idea. It's a really, really bad idea to entertain somebody's delusional state. You're not helping them get out of it. You're leading them further in. I'm just saying.
Are poor and jealous. I'm honestly so sick of hearing about Ozempic. You want to go on a GLP-1? No, just leave me alone, thanks.
Interesting comment. So there's a person in Kitten's chat, Buster, saying Amira Noor said in Yaba's comments that he's having a baby in September and that his family doesn't accept her. Interesting. Don't have any receipts for that, but that's an interesting comment.
I'm so tired of people. I just want to go live in like a fucking jungle. Or not a jungle because it's hot, but somewhere like, ugh, my God. I know. Iced coffee. That's because he's a big baby narcissist running a country. How does that not scare people? Ugh. We need to buy an island. Yeah, right, Mango? No thanks. We all have our own truth to live, yep. I don't care. People can judge me. I don't give a shit. Like I said, I have one being to impress in this life. God. If you're not God, which you're not, anybody, I'm not concerned what you do to me. I'm not concerned what you say about me. I'm not concerned what you think about me. I know who I am.
Oh, I didn't know. Today was Granny Noodle's birthday. Happy birthday, Granny Noodles. I'm just seeing that in Kitten's chat. Happy birthday.
That's all that matters. March 10th. Exactly. There's an election coming. So who wants to look like the hero after the ratings are the lowest? We're the lowest of all time.
And you know what? I heard a while ago that Chantal was supposed to go to fat camp. Yo mama let it out of the bag early, which made her angry about going to fat camp. It makes me sad that she's not going to fat camp for two reasons. Because if she went to fat camp, then we get an honest, true weigh-in from Foodie, see how much she really weighs. Also, we'd be able to see her without filters for the first time. But unfortunately, she's not going. So doggone it.
Start a war. It's a big distraction. I don't I don't know. I didn't read all the little banner things. I only had 45 minutes for another year around the sun. No. No, I'm actually really not because I don't know what's going on. Uh,
Oh, and by the way, Chantal, with the stream that you did where you're talking about you feel so free and there's less pressure to lose weight and get healthy before the trip. By doing that stream, you are basically confessing that you were doing it all for Salah. You weren't doing it for you. And now that the trip is off, you're not going to do it at all. So all this talk about, I'm not doing it for a man, obviously you were. But now that you can't see him, everything is basically grinded to a halt. So what's the plan? You're just going to lay on the couch for days and days and days and not do anything? That's the plan? You better be careful. You might end up bedbound.
but how do people know what's best for her? Exactly. Right, Nina. That's what I'm saying. You don't know what's best for me because you don't know what's in my heart. You don't know.
You know what, Chantal, to be fair, you don't know what's best for you. You don't know what's best for me, neither do you. You need professional help, yet you're not reaching out for professional help. And it's okay to reach out for professional help to say, I don't have all the answers and I need help. I'm reaching outside of myself for the help. But you don't want to do that, which is your choice as a person, your own free will. But you don't even know what's good for you. You keep reaching for all the things that are bad for you.
What my desires and everything. You know, a lot of people, including in this chat, are the same on like this audience wants me to like go back to wearing wigs and being a mess. Like that's not who I am anymore. Like,
Ma'am, you're still a mess. You may not be wearing a wig, but you're still a mess.
you know, no matter who I'm with, no matter if I break up with Salah or not, I'm just always going to be Muslim. I'm not a perfect Muslim. You know, I sin, but that doesn't mean like I'm not Muslim. So if you're waiting around to see if I'm going to be a complete mess and go off the rails and start doing cocaine again, that's not going to happen. I can assure you that. Hope so, Yesenia. Thank you, Hex Moon.
Well, maybe one of the main reasons why you're not doing the Coca-Cola is because you can't afford it. You can afford it back in the day, but you can't afford it now.
Thank you, Jenna Bean. I appreciate you guys who still support because it is very different, you know. But there's a lot of us who want you to win. I am winning. Like, why am I not winning? Like, I'm. Thank you, Pooh. I'm totally fine with my life. You know.
Is that what you're telling yourself? Or is that what the feedies are telling you? They're convincing you your life is fine because they want you to feel that way. They want you to think that way. Despite the fact that you're over 500 pounds, despite the fact that you have limited mobility, your breathing is getting worse, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, diabetes through the roof, they're convincing you you're fine, that you are queen. Keep going, Chantal. Lay on the couch. Don't move. They want you to feel that way because you're satisfying their fetish. But being surrounded by people that want something from you and you give it to them doesn't mean they care. And they honestly care. Because if they did care, they would want you to be healthy and happy and have your mobility and have your health. You surround yourself with people that don't want you to be healthy because it plays into their fetish. Your biggest, most evil haters are the ones that are paying you money, enabling you, paying for your addictions, and encouraging you to get sick.
I mean, I really like. I'm self-sufficient. I have a really nice place. I have a cat. I have a loving family. I've been to many countries traveling. Um, you know, I don't think that I could be doing a lot worse. I don't know. I didn't do crack. I've never even tried crack. I did cocaine. You know.
Ma'am, you confessed to smoking out of a mouth pipe. Those of us that were there during Crack at Olympics, we remember you telling the story that you went to Natter's place and you smoked out of a mouth pipe. And you often have burns on your lip from smoking out of those pipes. Go, shut up. You lie.
No. I live my life with God. I don't believe that Jesus is God time spoken. Jesus is a prophet. But as a Christian, of course, you believe that. But for me as a Muslim, I don't believe that. You're a boss by yourself. Thank you, Yesenia. I should go to the UK. I want to go to Sainsbury's. Your content helps me distract from this crazy world. You bring me so much joy. Oh, thank you, Jenna Bean. That really means a lot to me. Thank you, lurking here. Yeah, I mean, I know people want, like, health-wise, yes. I need to get that under control. And I just feel so depressed lately. I don't know.
Like, and guess what? You're going to stay depressed as long as you live the way that you live. As long as you're in that house, you're not doing anything, you're not going anywhere, you're going to stay depressed. Like, what is your life? It's not excitement. It's not happiness. It's not pursuing things. It's you avoiding life, not living life. You're just existing. You're not living. You're going to stay depressed for those reasons.
Like, lonely. But I don't know for what.
Like, I remember a stream that Goose Chuck did. And thank you for bringing this up, Goose Chuck. And you're right. Chantal living there, she's not surrounded herself with color. Her life lacks color. Like, she's like hanging up paintings on the walls or being surrounded by color, because seeing colorful things, beautiful things, makes you feel better. She's surrounded by beige. She's in a house with no decorations, no nothing. And she wonders why her mood is not the best.
Yeah. Hey, joke. You're not alone. I know I have you guys and I have people in my life, but I still feel weird.
Chantal, you have your online profiles, you have your live streams, and you have your hug box. That's it. How sad is that? That's all your life is turning on your camera and talking to people, a lot of yes men, and the ones who aren't yes men, you argue with, you fight against. But beyond the camera, you don't have much of a life. You don't have any interaction. It's sad.
Thank you, Sneakerhead. Yeah.
And for those of you that are hearing noise in the background, yes, that's my neighbors. Gotta love the neighbors. Booger. Hi, honey.
I feel like people treat you differently when they find out, like, you're a infamous YouTuber too, you know? Like, I hate explaining my life to people over and over. I'd rather just not even deal with that. You know? Hello, Marlene.
You know, you could have a life beyond YouTube and Kick and Twitch. You could have your social online life, and then you could have a life off of social media. A lot of people do. It's just that you prefer not to. You prefer to have like the online life only because you don't like real life interactions with people. You don't want real life responses. Hey, Booger. The queen is here. Hi, Booger. What are you doing? You know, you could have this right here, Foodie. If you love BG, you could actually take care of her and not just love her and have her love you. You could actually bond with your pet. Booger is bonded to me. She's my booger. She's my booger baby. Booger is literally bonded to me. Jojo baby. She is there for me all the time. I go to bed at night and she snuggles underneath the covers with me. That's how she goes to sleep. She feels safe with me because I'm mother and she knows it. And I've had her for over 10 years. This is my baby. This is my queen. Just a baby. Look at that baby. You don't have that with BG. You don't have that with anybody. You don't have a bond with anyone. You don't have a connection with anyone. You try to force connections. You try to force someone to be connected to you. You try to force animals to be connected to you. You'll never get a connection or a bond that way, ever. It either happens or it doesn't happen, but you certainly don't get it with forcing your way into someone or something's life, try to punch through walls. Forcing someone or something never makes it happen.
Respect our differences. Yeah. I could never be a tuber. Carlingwood Mall? Yeah. Well, thanks, Smokey. I don't know if it's a fixation because I don't eat it every single day, but it's on the roster. Hey, gal Charlotte, I gotta blow my nose and stuff. Do you think this is a good deal? This was $4.75. How many loads does it do? 26 loads. I'm gonna water it down and save my money. Piss me off. Toothpaste Sensodyne. Scrape, yeah, I know, I get it, yeah.
Booger.
How many capfuls to clean the sheets? Gain smells good, eh, Sneakerhead? 26 loads. Yeah. That will last you 6 months. Let's see how long it lasts, okay? I'm going to use it. I'm not doing laundry tonight. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know, it depends. Like, I find them strong on the booga. Like, they irritate my booga sometimes. If you use it for your underwears. 2 months. Silly Billy cheesesteak. Hey, Chi-Chi. Your booga. A booga. A booga is your vagina. I don't know, Micah puts in. Hey, Fupa. Nothing. I don't know how much
I've never heard of a woman's vajayjay being referred to as a booga. Who taught her that? Is that like an adult baby fetish thing? Your booga? Like what are all these little childish words for private parts? That's just weird.
cheesesteak meal. I think it's with a drink, $22. Conch. Yeah, maybe I should go with sensitive. You celebrated Ramadan with one of your bakers? Nice, Chi-Chi. Did you like it?
So basically, she's saying she doesn't use soap to wash her underwear. She's saying that when she washes her stuff with soap, it irritates her. For JJ, what? So what exactly do you wash your underwear with? Just water? I don't think that's enough.
I kind of wish I had someone to celebrate. I wish I could celebrate with Salah, but he said that to me today too. Hey, 3 Dot. Cheesesteak and fries and a drink for $22. Go below your nose. Okay, I'll be right back. Book up a garish. Excuse you? What are you? Oh, hi. Just pee, but I'm sure soon. Hi. Oh, big stretch. Monsieur. Yeah, I recommend it, Lily. Oh, see, girl. Oh, Foodie Scooty, thank you.
Oh God, please stop with the baby voice.
Thank you, Foodie Scooty. What did?
So Shushi says, why does she need to talk to her audience about her bathroom habits? I don't get it. You're an adult. Well, A, she likes to be gross. B, there are people in her chat that are obviously tuned in for stuff like that. Because even just talking about bathroom activities is, believe it or not, a fetish. I believe she is catering to the poo fetish guys in her audience doing that.
I did vlog. I gotta edit it. Oh, nice. Thank you, Hex Moon. That's sweet of you. I had a cheesesteak. I don't know what about now. Ma'am, do not do that. I'll push it against the wall. Amazon, yeah. Just look up cloud couch or boneless couch. There's like a many. Yeah. I'm sorry. I feel depressed a little bit.
Yeah, what's your chat supposed to do about that? I'm depressed. Okay, so you're depressed. Get out and go do something. You got the foodie scooty. Go out and, get on the scooter and do something. Instead of sitting there talking to the chat, telling them that you're depressed, get out of the house. Go take a walk. Actually walk. Don't use a scooter. Just walk outside. Get some fresh air. You'd be surprised how much that helps. God, she's so loud. What did it? And she's doing this and she's being loud. I'm sure it's late over there. Chantal, I'm sure your neighbors hate you. Girl, shut up.
Sure is. She wants me to reach and get the ball. Go get it. It's fetch ball time. I didn't wash my sheets yet. Should we go do it now? Oh, Chi-Chi, I blocked you on YouTube? The cheese, chips, and sunflower seeds with shisha every night. Of course, Chi-Chi. Teardrop. Should I try looking like that face? Okay, see the teardrop emoji? Watch this.
Boring. Next.
You do a GoFundMe. I don't really want to do that because then people are going to make fun of me. It's quite an interesting life, yeah. The AMBM is going to war. I am close to clearing my debt, but
Lies.
Well, I haven't really been paying, like, I haven't paid it off yet. But I don't owe that much. I only owe like $5,000
That's probably a lie.
for like my bankruptcy debt. That's all I have to really worry about. Like I have tax debt. I have tax debt and bankruptcy debt. I paid off 20. I owed 25,000 for bankruptcy. I owe 5,000 because I paid off
Sure.
20 while I was staying in Kuwait. And then taxes.
Come here.
Come
here.
I have a big, like, I owe a lot of tax. So, but with taxes, you make arrangements. So it's not too bad. Like, you don't have to pay it all at once if you make arrangements, which is what I did. Yeah. When I declared my bankruptcy, Inu, I was making like not as much, but I started making more and more money, right? And if you have surplus income, you have to pay. So I paid off 20K of it, strawberries.
Wasn't your total debt like 60K? So wouldn't that leave 40K? So you're paying on your past bankruptcy, but what about towards the taxes that you owe currently? What about that?
I still owe some. Yeah, sure, AMBM. I just didn't really prioritize. Like, I probably could have paid that off by now, but I just don't prioritize it, you know? So, I don't know, like, DJ Zach, thank you. Because I don't know if Salah would be happy here. He's so used to being around so many people, and I'm just, like, paranoid, like, are you my baby? Are you my baby? Oh. Boo-boo eyes.
So Barbie in Kiwi's chat says, if you check the records online regarding the still not discharged bankruptcy, it's not being paid. Yeah, I've seen some stuff on Twitter about that.
There we go. Thank you, DJ. Okay. So yeah, I know it's like my personal business, but whatever. I mean, who cares?
Yeah, and here's the thing. It's your personal business. This is personal, but look where you're putting the personal information. You're putting it online on a public forum. So you are disclosing personal information on a public forum. And then when people ask questions about said personal information disclosed on a public forum, when they have questions, you get angry at them, don't you? But how did it all get started? By you disclosing it first. So if you choose to do that, you can't get mad at people in your audience asking you about said disclosed personal information.
You know, my financial struggles, I was very irresponsible financially in the past.
And you're still irresponsible. What are you talking about? You're still irresponsible. The Beezers gave you $10,000 plus to start your life in Canada. What have you done? Every day, ordering takeout multiple times a day. Didn't have to do that. Still grifting money off of people. Still trying to find new ways to grift money off of people. Still crying broke. Saying, I don't have much money. Still being irresponsible. And you can't tell me that you're not spending a lot of money on takeout, because if you weren't, you would look a little bit different. You'd be losing weight, but you're getting bigger. So how much money are you spending a day on takeout? Like 100, 200? Shoot, Chantal. If you put that money away, you could maybe pay off big chunks of your debt every month.
I just want to make that right and be like, you know, debt free. That's why, like, I don't want to go into debt, and I don't even know if you can with a bankruptcy, but there are lenders who are that stupid. But it's high interest. I don't want to get a high interest car payment. Like, I don't want to do it. I want, if I get a car, I want to buy one with cash, like a cheap ass one.
Chantal, again, the question that I posed at the beginning of this react, how long? How long are you going to carry on this lie? This lie of Salah is still talking to me. We are still a thing. We are on good terms. There's a possibility of us going on vacation together. How long are you going to keep this up? As long as you can, until he says something, until somebody reveals something, then you'll let the truth out. How long exactly?
Oh my gosh, your family can pay mine scrape. What is the end goal in the relationship?
Like, he is not coming to Canada. You cannot sponsor him. You have active bankruptcies on your record, and you cannot prove an income that says you can support yourself and him for the next several years. You cannot be his sponsor, and I don't think anybody else around you is going to sign on to be his sponsor either. There's no relative that you have that would say, yes, I will sponsor Salah, and I can guarantee, I'll be the guarantor that he'll be taken care of for the next several years. He's not leaving Syria or the Middle East to be with you. He's got family in Syria. He's not going to leave them. He might have another relationship. He might have a wife. He might have a baby on the way. He's not going to leave behind his family for you. Like, oh, let's just say he did, though. Let's go with that for a minute. What would he have to look forward to? Holy crap. Can you guys imagine if Chantal did sponsor Salah, if that were even possible, what kind of life he would have? She wouldn't leave that man alone. He wouldn't be allowed to leave the house. And if you thought it was bad before, with her saying, look at all that I've done for you, can you imagine if she did sponsor him to Canada, how she would hold that over his head? Like, look what I just did for you. I sponsored you and I got you to Canada. She would beat him over the head with that every day. He would have absolutely no freedom. He'd be a prisoner of Chantal and all of her nagging and all of her addictions and all of her obsessiveness. It would be a nightmare for him.
I don't know. Maybe that's also depressing me because I don't really know. I don't know. But I mean, I'm doing what I can. I can't go live there. Like, I just can't. If it's meant to be, he comes here someday, then God willing, it will.
He's not coming to Canada. And if he does, he's not going to do it through you. Stop talking like that. It's just not going to happen. Let him go. Just let him go. You go your way, he goes his way. Just let him go. Stop talking about him. Stop acting like he still gives a crap. He's not even in chat. Everybody knows that it's somebody else talking as him. He wants nothing more to do with you.
It happen someday. If we don't want to stay here forever, we can go live somewhere else. I have no idea.
Chantal, he's not someone that's going to rescue you from the mess that you made of your life in Canada. Okay. In this fairy tale, the princess has to save herself because no one's coming along to rescue her. You got to untie yourself from the railroad tracks and get moving. Even if Salah were in Canada, even if he could come, you're still going to be as you are. Nothing is going to change. Nothing. You gave it a go in Kuwait. There were no changes made for the better. The location doesn't matter. You got all your issues and you don't want to fix them. And he can't fix you either.
Oh, what? Zinc poisoning? Yikes, Lavender. Sorry to hear that. I know. It's like, it drove him nuts, Dialysis Warrior. It drove him nuts having to worry about me and my happiness and then his family pressure. Like, it's too much on him. Oh, DJ Zach, thank you. Okay, ready, set, kick. Thank you. Who got it? Tiddly Widdly stinks. I gotta go put my booger sheets in the dryer. I'm just kidding. My skid mark sheets.
Ew. Like, he's never getting to Canada, and she's not getting back to the Middle East. She's never going to be able to live there or visit him. So again, how long is this crap going to go on for?
No two. You missed it last time. Yeah. His family was never rude to never rude to me. Never rude to my face. I don't know what they said behind my back. I'm not sure. Probably maybe nothing, but no, they're like, after all of that, like, after all that paranoia and I was freaking out, I the next day his aunt came to the door and I thought, oh my gosh. And then Salah's like, it's my aunt, she wants to talk to you about yesterday. And she just held my hand and she's like, I just want to make sure that you're okay. And I was like, I almost cried because, like, no, I'm not okay. But oh yeah. Sneakerhead, yeah. Strawberries is most sad. What? Don't be. Okay. Ew, Lavender. I can't fake affection. Well, if I had to. Oh, Sasa. Yeah. If they wanted her to come here, I would take care of her.
No, you wouldn't. You would not. We saw how you took care of her in the Middle East. You exploited that poor child for money. I wouldn't trust you with that baby for 5 minutes. Predator. You should not be allowed children at all.
Honestly, I would love a child with Down syndrome. I'm just gonna say it because they're just so amazing. Like, I can't.
Ma'am, no. They are amazing. Children are amazing. Whether they have Down syndrome or not, children are amazing. They're wonderful, pure beings. But no one should give you a child, especially a child with special needs. Like, again, we saw what you did with little Sasa. You could have kept her off camera, not showing her face. You put her on camera, and what happened? Some disgusting, dirty pervert, some PDF file was in your chat making nasty comments, and you didn't block that person. Which begs the question, why weren't they blocked? Why did you allow them to stay and make the same comment 3 or 4 times? Why? Why were you so hell-bent on exploiting that poor baby? And you still talk about her when really you should leave her alone.
I can't even tell you, like, unless you've really been close to someone, like, I don't know. I did, Tiddly? Well, that didn't age well. Yeah. Mm.
And you can see how Kiwi Kitten's chat responded to that comment about Sasa. Look, Ketamine says, OMG. Nightmare says, heck no. Pixely says, nope. Orinka says, what the F? Slay says, OMG. Yep. A lot of people in the chat very upset about her mentioning Sasa that way. And I feel what they're feeling.
In 2 adult group homes, yeah. I don't have experience like dealing like with special needs. So yeah, they do need that extra help, but
like I would not allow you around any child. I wouldn't trust a child in your care. I don't care if you're just babysitting for an hour. I would not trust you. Because the person that you are, and the fact you have creeps and weirdos in your audience, I would be afraid, honestly, of what you would do with that child. Putting that child on camera. I would be worried about you turning that child into some kind of content predator. I mean, I just did a retro react of you sympathizing with PDF files like Karate Joe, like Cyrax, like Dragon Lord Frodo. Somebody who sympathizes with PDF files and predators. Very sus. Yeah, I wouldn't trust you. Not at all.
Also, it's just so funny. I would just like I would be like, she would just.
And I agree with Marge Star. She says a disabled child is not an object. Correct. Well said, Marge.
Fixate on me like the whole time. Everyone else is socializing, and I'm just like in the same room, but she would pull up the table right away. Maniam. And then she would grab these toys, like whatever her toys were she loved. She had these cards that had different names, one on English, one side English, one side Arabic. And
Slay says, disabled children aren't toys for you to coo over, you weirdo. Agreed. I agree with that too. Tara says, that's like the time she said she wanted to nurse a baby. What's wrong with her? There's a lot wrong with her. Yeah, she made that comment of she wanted to breastfeed other people's children. Ugh, that just gives me the ick. The absolute ick.
we would play with those like half of the time. Oh, really, Aussie girl? Down syndrome children back in the day, and they were the happiest children. I know, Okey Pokey, yeah. Oh, really, dialysis? My cousin's wife had Down syndrome twins, and they're thriving. They have a really good personality, yes. She's probably like, why is this adult more fun than the other adults? She's so funny. Like honestly, she talks back. It calls you a name, you're gonna get it. But her, like, if her mom or dad will like take something away from her, she'll be like, Mara, kolhara. Like, kolhara means eat shit. Like, oh my god, sweet Sasa. But they don't like do anything. One time her mom like just went like this to her lips and went like, you don't say that. But they don't hit her or anything like that. Just tells them to eat shit. It's so funny. It's wrong, but it's funny. And Maha means like a donkey, female donkey. I miss her a lot. Yeah.
And I have to agree with people in Kitten's chat. This sounds like a great big old lie. She's telling a lie about Sasa, saying Sasa was saying bad things. I don't believe that Sasa said bad things. Ketamine says she said Sasa wasn't vocal. I don't know if that's true, but she's saying all these things about Sasa, and I have very serious doubts.
Hey, Foodie's deleted stream. What, the first apartment when we went there? Oh my god. Do you guys remember the first stream I did there and the electric went out? And it was so hot. It was awful. We didn't have a fridge. The washer was always broke. The apartment was crap. Hey, Witchy. One of Salah's aunties had to come and like have a sit down with the landlord lady from downstairs and gave her a stern talking to. They were like had a gathering.
Okay, you know what? As far as Chantal wanting Sasa, I agree with Mulmany in the chat saying she knows Sasa is a moneymaker for her. Yep. And that would be the only reason she wants Sasa with her. Little Sasa would be just like another cat to her, just something young and innocent that she can exploit for money. She's exploited other people, and then she moved on to animals, and then after animals was children. I don't know where else she can go, but that's the only reason why she'd want to have Sasa around, is to put her on camera and make money for her.
Giving her shit for the apartment not being up to par. It was friggin' crazy.
And this super chat sums it up. Slurpee says she likes Sasa because she sees her as a pet.
Toilet. The apartment was smoky. Honestly, the apartment with smoky was awful because the landlord was nuts. Had a lot of stairs, and it was old and creaky, and I hated the location. No, yeah. I liked the house in Syria. I liked his house. It was like nice. I liked it. It was really big, and you know, the kitchen was like, of course, like people who are used to like finished places like this, like that was a war-torn country, right? So like everything was, you know, older, and first apartment in the ghetto, yeah. I didn't care because I was with him, but I was so happy because like it took forever for the cab driver. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, I remember the whole going to Syria. Salah told her to wait a month. He said, I haven't got this place set up. He knew what it would take to make her happy, to make her comfortable. He said, wait a month so I can set this place up. And she didn't want to wait. She went over there way early, which really ticked him off. And then she got ticked off because I guess she imagined that they would be alone in the house, and they weren't, which really irritated her. She wanted the same environment in Syria that she had in Kuwait. She wanted to be isolated and alone with Salah so she could tell him what to do. And the family members being around kind of blocked her from that happening.
Forever for the cab driver to find where he was. And then finally we saw him, and like we're driving through desert and desert. Every apartment looks the same, all rubble. And I'm just like, where's Salah? All of a sudden, like around the corner from the rubble, I see Salah, and I was just like, oh my God. Really, Foodie fan? So I've wanted to tell you guys this for so long, and it was that you shit in a bag. As I was doing it, I was thinking, oh my God, the Beezers would laugh or be grossed out, either one. So whenever I first met Salah, and he's like, what do you do? Like after we talked for a while, he's like, So what do you do for a living? You know how you ask each other that thing. And he told me everything about himself in no time flat. Me, I was a little more reluctant. First thing I said, I wish I still had the first message. I think Salah has it. I'm like, right away, I can't have children. I don't want children. And he was like, what do you do for a living? And then I'm like, I'm a YouTuber. And then
I love you, Kiwi Kitten. I love the fact that you pop that on screen. The kitten with the stop sign. We need a stop sign.
and he's like, what's your channel? I was so like holding my breath. I was like, okay, this is where he stops talking to me. But no, he didn't. He looked up on my channel and I don't even remember what his reaction was. Don't know. But watching the Super, but I fell asleep. I didn't finish it. The Watcher, I took your advice. I really liked that movie. I'm thinking if I saw that one. No, I didn't. Okay, You'll Never Find Me. Oh, Australian film. Oh, here it is. That's his water tank. It was obliterated.
That picture could have come from anywhere. It could have come from the internet. It could have been sent by a relative someplace else. I mean, it's easy to fake pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's an interesting point. Old Mung Bean Stew Pot says, I thought he wasn't allowed to send you pics of the home. Right. So isn't that weird? If this was the real Salah, and if he is forbidden from sending pictures to her, why is he sending her a picture of this? Does that even make sense? I mean, the math ain't math in here.
I said,
oh, and this too. Mole Mania says just Google damaged water tanks and it'll show it. Right. He could just take a picture off the internet. Do a reverse image search on that picture, Chantal.
yeah, things are getting serious and dangerous around. If I die, I'm sorry for anything wrong I did, hon. And I love you. Oh my God, don't say that. I worry so bad. I wake up with anxiety. And then I'm being dramatic. I said, if you die, I will join you. He said, no, you stay safe and away from this war. I said, no, I don't care. He said, yes, I care. I wish you could get out of there. Thanks.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like you're reading off your phone. This could be Chat GPT making out conversation for you to act like a conversation between you and Salah. You're holding up, you're reading from your phone, but we can't see the conversation. We don't even know if it's text messages. This is just stuff that you could have been writing to act like he gives a crap. Stop it.
Thank God you didn't come here. And then I said, did they hit Syria? He said, no, not directly, but Syria's close to the war. It's in the middle, and any missile that air defenses shoot down falls on our territory. Jordan, Lebanon, or Iraq. I gotta go to the bathroom. No, this is a water tank for his business only, not his house.
Interesting comment. Mole Mania says she's typing to him, but earlier she said it was on FaceTime. Yeah, weird. This is her not keeping her story straight. So was it FaceTime or did he type to her?
I love my partner says, always here, bees in. I'll give you your time. Yes, Island Dragonfly. What did you?
And by the way, if he loves her so much, why isn't he allowed to show the house? Why isn't he allowed to say where he is? What's all the secrecy about? I mean, if you love your wife, you want her to know where you are. You want her to show her things, but she's not allowed to know. Kind of points in the direction that they're not talking and she's just making stuff up.
Why are you going to run wraps around me? I got to do my own sheets. Right now I'm just sleeping. You know that green blanket I have? I put that on my bed and just bees there. I should have more than one fitted sheet. You get grumpy when your bees is interrupted? I don't blame you. Ma'am? Ma'am? This is a Wendy's. Sharp back upset. I want some really nice flowery spring sheets. Come see Mom. Just get it over with, right? Ready, set. It's gonna be bipolar. How do you know if you're bipolar? Oh, my mom. Hey, Jack.
Not Chantal trying to use Chat GPT to diagnose herself again.
Sakana, you're bipolar? Yelling you have small dick. About Salah. Ah, yeah. Like in the his family and stuff? Yeah. Oh, yeah, when I thought his family was going to hurt me. I felt psychotic. Like, I did not feel good. Like, I swear Shaitan was, like, in the house or something. I did not feel well. Yeah. Deflate your episode, Dippy Fresh. I like farting away a tummy ache. Let me see what I can eat.
I'm scooting ahead to see if she talks, and she's been silent.
Yeah, strange. Because I want to make sure she's covered. I want to see if it's crusty.
Ew.
She has a bad eye, so I named her Frankenstein. Aww. What this? Hello. Teardrop likes Evian.
You know what? She's starting to get boring. So we're just ended here. Kind of a shorter react today, but I'm okay with that because I did my live stream earlier. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.